friends, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, my hair. I had cute looking hair and then I got caught in a rainstorm and all the cuteness went away. But I really want to do an update on my Pan That Palette challenge. It is bananas that another month has come and gone, and we are now in the final 3 months of this challenge. But before I can show you what my palette looks like now, I'm gonna go ahead and go back in time and show you what my palette looked like after 20 months of usage. This is what my palette looks like after 21 months of usage. Okay, so obvious progress that we are working with is Orchid. She gone. She is all used up. That took a pretty good 2 weeks, I'd say, at the start of September of consistently using it up, and then I was able to wipe it out. I am super pleased to have another shadow down. And then immediately once I wiped out Orchid, I was then drawn to wanting to really focus on Copper and Opal. Opal is hard to really recognize or pull any usage out of, but I was working on the upper half and I'm down to this tiny little corner. I'm actually surprised I haven't wiped it out completely or that it hasn't like crumbled out of that little corner. I've really been enjoying Opal a lot as a lid shade, and then as you can tell, Copper, I have totally wiped out this half of Copper. I'm really pleased with that progress as well. I think I did like maybe one look with Merlot, so not a lot of progress to report there. And then I maybe did like a couple of looks with Sepia and Dusty Plum, so I don't think there's a ton of noticeable progress there. My plan for October is I would really like to wipe out Opal and Copper completely, and then I would just be left with these shades up here. I would like to believe it won't take me an entire month to use both of those up. It could, I'm not sure, I'll be curious to see, but I would really like to have those gone, and then all I'm really left with for like my main target areas would be these 3 up here. Ideal world, I wipe these out in the first 2 weeks of October and then I'm able to start to make more noticeable progress. It's a little dicey having mostly mattes that are left here because of the fact that they're hard pressed and it's harder to get progress on them, but I feel like if I only had those to work with, I really could make tremendous progress with them. So I don't know, I'm really jazzed with this. I think I'm doing well with it, and I'll be curious to see what the palette looks like at the end of October. The other news I have to report comes inside this ColourPop palette. First off, we have devastating news, and that is literally after I filmed my update last month, the shade Liar Liar, my pressed powder, it was like a light pinky color that I had actually hit pan on. It fell out of my hands and shattered. And I was so sad because I was constantly pulling out lid looks from this to pair with my The Rock Mega Pro palette. So a moment of silence for this, please. I have since tried to find some replacements because this was out of stock on their website / like it may have been discontinued. I'm not really certain, but I did hold on to this empty pan in my desperation and sadness. But better news to share with you is that I popped out the Too Faced pink shade that I said that I was going to try to pop out. It came out really easily in the end. This is moving along much quicker. I don't know if you're going to be able to really differentiate, but if I perhaps go like this, you can see. But if perhaps I hold it like this and dip my finger, you can see that my finger really is dipping down into the pan. This is super dusty and kicks up a lot of product when I try to take any sort of color off of it, no matter what brush I use. So I'm really happy with that I am getting use out of it. It's in much better packaging and it's just not this big bulky palette anymore that I am pulling out. So basically in this ColourPop palette, I've been pulling out pretty much my all over base color and a lid color from this, and then pairing it with my Lorac Mega Pro palette, or I've been testing out any of my palettes on the chopping block that are on notice, whether or not they should be evicted or can stay. So the things that I have left in this palette are really helpful with me working through a lot of my collection and figuring out what's good and what's not good for me, because this is really mostly just crease shades that I have left. But that is it for me in this update. Pretty short and sweet this time. I really can't wait to see where we go from here. I appreciate you spending some of your day with me, and I'll talk to you in my next video really soon. Bye.